Oh, there we go, that works. Just leak out. Come on, you can do it. No, you don't want to do that. Hello and welcome back to Art of the Meal. My name is Chloe Rose and I'm a full-time artist and YouTuber. Every single week, Thrillist will send me a brand new huge mystery box of food items, and whatever is in there, they want me to make something creative out of. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm also very excited to see what they've put in today's box. Let's go. Okay, so I am officially very scared because I really don't have a clue what to expect inside this box. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what they're gonna torture me with this week. Okay, so we have our little note and it says, Chloe, nice work on your, I've just seen some eggs. Chloe, nice work on your last challenge. This week your theme is none other than the great Guy Fieri. Best of luck, Thrillist. I've seen some eggs and they want me to create Guy Fieri with eggs. What am I supposed to do with eggs? What am I supposed to, oh no, this is not good. So here we have our dozen eggs, as you can see. I don't really know what I'm supposed to make with eggs. None of them are broken, at the very least. That's a good thing. It seems that the box is empty, other than this other carton of eggs. And there seems to be only 10 eggs inside this carton. I don't know if that was deliberate or not, but there are only 10 eggs. What am I supposed to do? Okay, so I've decided that I think I'm going to attempt to make tempura paint out of the eggs. I know nothing about this, by the way. I've never done this before or seen this done before. I think it's something to do with the yolk and pigment mixed together to make a paint. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna do a bit of research to see how it actually works. So apparently there is a membrane around the yolk of the egg that you have to try and keep separate from the actual runny part of the yolk. This looks very, very messy and also difficult to do. Okay, so I found an article on how you paint with tempera or how you make tempura. You basically use a yolk as a binding agent to a pigment of some kind, and that way you're making a type of paint. I'm not sure which way is the right way, but we're going to try it and see which works. So I'm going to basically do a cartoon version of Guy Fieri because the only watercolour pigment paints I have are very brightly coloured, so I think the best way to do this would be as a Simpson. He's looking a bit like he got electrocuted or something, but that's okay. Okay, so I have my quick sketch of Guy Fieri as a cartoon Simpsons man here, as you can see. I have 4 different colours here of watercolour pigment paints, and I have 5, I had to count then, 5 different plastic cups. And I'm basically gonna attempt to crack these eggs and separate the yolk from the rest. Right, so I'm attempting to remove the yolk. Oh, don't you escape, don't you dare. This is not a fun job. Come on. Come on. Come on! I don't want you. It's so stringy. There we go. Okay. So I basically have the yolk. I'm a bit conflicted though, because the video showed the guy separating the membrane that held the yolk together. So I don't know if I should like grab a hold of it, if that's a thing. Let's try. Right. Ooh. Okay. This is going to require... Oh, it's quite cute. Little yolk there. Lovely. He kind of basically pinched it like that. And then, oh, I'm making a mess. Okay, wait. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So I've got the slimy membrane part of the yolk here in my hand. I'm gonna wipe my hands. Ah, this is a bad idea. I shouldn't have touched it really. But we're gonna experiment to see if it actually does need to be separated from the membrane or not. This is disgusting. I'm gonna get some nice salmonella all over my hands and desk. So I have my little cup here with the yolk part in it, with the lack of membrane around it. Now I'm just going to crack another egg, but not do that, to see if it actually does make a difference or not. Crack the egg. that went straight in. Right, let's try again. That went straight in. Ugh, that was very liquidy. Okay, plop it in there. That got on my desk. Ugh. We have a little glass full of shells and yolky stuff. I'm gonna wash my hands now. Oh, it's all over my desk. So, if we put a bit of yellow pigment into the yolk, that's probably too much, but that's fine. We're gonna mix it, see what happens. I don't know how much to put in. It's just experimenting, really. And essentially, it should hopefully work quite well. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I can't tell if the yolk is helping in the yellowness or not, but it's pretty pigmented, I'm not gonna lie. That's quite impressive. Let's attempt to mix the red, see if it turns orange. Okay, this is the yolk that has no membrane, so we'll see if that actually makes a difference or not. Okay, it didn't make it orange, made it very red. Looks like blood. Ew, okay. Wow, okay, you know what? It works really well. I'm actually surprisingly impressed with this. I mean, honestly, this one has like the no membrane in it, this one has the membrane in it. And to be honest, they work about the same. I don't really see the point of pulling them out unless there's like a preserving effect with it. But I don't know, it seems fine to me. Let's try the brown. I'm just gonna use a tiny amount this time to see if it works with a very small amount. I mean, it's pretty cool. It works pretty well. My brother is taking a shower. Ooh, that's a disgusting colour of brown, but it still looks okay. I actually can't believe how well this actually works, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, geez, how many eggs did they used to waste just to get like a decent amount of paint? Because you get the most ridiculously small amount of paint from this. They must have had to have wasted so many eggs to make like a real proper painting. So the pigment's amazing though. Like, look at this. That's pretty impressive. I'm shocked. So next I'm going to paint over my little sketch here and see what happens. It's very slimy paint, I will say that. It's definitely not the same kind of consistency that I'm used to. Like, it glides on almost like slime. But I mean, the pigment is amazing. For something that is literally made with egg yolk. I'm wondering if I can add a bit of water to it to kind of loosen it a bit. Okay, let's try the brown now. This is such a disgusting brown. It's not the egg's fault, it's just the brown of the watercolour. It's not very nice. Looks like he's got a chocolate moustache or something. This in itself is just not what you want to see in a glass, is it? It just is chunky. Oh, this does not look that great. This is very patchy. It's very patchy, but I don't know if it's because of the type of watercolour I used, or if I had used like a different brand, or maybe a different type of pigment, it might apply better, because I know a lot of Renaissance paintings don't look like this. This is so patchy. Like, it's so patchy. His beard looks disgustingly bad. I've just realised how bad that looks. We'll add some little, some flames or something, I guess. Is that a flame? It actually makes the bristles of the paintbrush very like fat, so it's very hard to get a decent detail. Let's just add his shirt. It's like both equally sticky and slimy at the same time. It's such a weird consistency. Give him some eyebrows. Okay, so the pigment isn't actually as good as I initially thought it was, and it goes on very stodgy and dries ridiculously fast. But what I'm gonna do now is attempt to try and outline everything. That is a long process. I'm not even going to bother colouring his hair in because it's kind of like a blondish white and I don't have a colour that's that colour. So, ta-da! Here he is. He's made of egg paint. It looks bad, but he is here. This is him. It was an attempt. He's Guy Salmonella now because egg. What do you think? It's so bad I can't even look at it. My overall thoughts were that this paint, it works. Like, if for some unknown reason you're unable to make any form of paint, you can definitely use egg yolks. I do recommend taking the membrane off of the yolk because I did find that a bit of an issue with the paint. Also, it does dry very, very, very quickly, so you gotta kind of work fast. There might be a way to extend the life of it by maybe adding water, I'm not sure. But overall, it worked pretty damn good. I am absolutely way more impressed now at the Renaissance painters that used this stuff. Like, the masterpieces they created with egg yolk, like how? I don't know. And honestly, I'm really still not the biggest fan of using food as an art medium, but hey, it gives you a way to be creative, to be honest, so there's always that side of things. So thank you so incredibly much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Leave us a comment down below and let us know what you would like to see me make art out of next time. But for now, like, comment and subscribe to this channel. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next Art of a Meal.